My name is Masar. I am an American in Canada, and I play pro soccer. I'm going into my 8th year pro, which is crazy to say. And I have been working with Fortius for the last 6 months. I had a double hernia, one sports and one regular. I had operation in August. And then a lot of the Canadian girls who I'm good friends with were like, you have to come see this guy, Damien. He's one of the best movement specialists in the world.
I had the opportunity to work with Masar. She was fantastic in the process. She really understood what we were looking for. She engaged in what she needed to do, and we were able to really commit on the journey of rehabilitation back to a return in a professional context. The key aspects that we looked at with her was we looked at the injuries that she'd had, the history of injuries, and the nature of the surgery that was most recent. From that, we looked at the compensation that she had around the hip and pelvis, how to control the stresses when she jumped, when she accelerated, when she decelerated, when she lunged, when she started to squat. And we really worked through a building-based program of creating a solid foundation, learning how to push properly through the pelvis, accept load, and create force. In order to truly get her ready for her tryout and returning back to the professional environment, we involved Return to Play with Randy Celebrini.
I'm Randy Celebrini. I'm the developer of the Return to Play program at Fortius. And in this situation with the athlete, Ella, it's nice because we take an athlete that I know has been comprehensively rehabilitated by an excellent experienced therapist, where we've had communication, we've sat down with the athlete, and really that's what integration is, taking the time to talk to the athlete and be aware. And so I know that the orthopedic issues have been taken care of, and now with Damien sort of providing his input and Ella feeling well transferred, when we get on the field, we can focus on our job, which is to establish a sort of transitional physiologic foundation, so that when the athlete goes back into their intensified competitive environment, that they're prepared mentally, physically. So the final step for the athlete is, we look at the athlete and we say, are they ready? Do they feel ready? Do they say that they're ready? So psychologically, are they prepared to go back to the environment? Do they look ready on the field? And that's our job, to provide feedback for the athlete. And to some extent, do they test ready? So physically, when we test them, do they sort of show all the physical requirements that are going to be needed to be successful back in that intensified competitive environment? With Ella, our feeling is, from Damien's perspective, from my perspective, she's 100%.
Working with Damien for the first 4 months, and then actually with Randy, who's more the fitness, getting back on actually doing the soccer movements. I don't think I've ever been as prepared going into season. I don't think my body has ever felt, I feel like I'm a little bit lighter. I feel like my first step, I've always been very, or as the coaches say, powerful but not efficient. And I think they have, from every aspect of my game, have made me just think about the little movements that I've never thought about. And I've played all over the world. I've played for my country, and it's crazy I've gotten this far and I've never been taught the simple mechanics of how to move. I think Fortius is just awesome because you can get everything here. I've worked in the hydro pool running with Nick. I've do the cold baths, unfortunately, daily. The lifting is a world-class place. From that aspect, when I have kids, or if I have an injury of a national team athlete, I will say come to Vancouver or Burnaby, just because I haven't got this work again anywhere I've ever been to before.